It's time now for a traffic update. How are things looking up there, Jack?
Thanks, Al. Not very much to report on right now. All traffic is moving along very nicely with only a slight slowdown at the I-94 and Highway 23 interchange. We'll keep you updated as the morning progresses. Today's traffic report is brought to you by St. Cloud.
It would be nice if every drive was as smooth as the last few scenes, where we never had to deal with traffic congestion or delays. Realistically, though, our roads aren't always a perfect place for drivers. This is especially the case in Minnesota, where roads must go through extreme weather changes. Poorly maintained roads can result in traffic delays, accidents, and stress for you, the driver. Therefore, in order to keep our roads more efficient and safe for motorists, roads need repairs, maintenance, and development. In other words, road work.
Let's check back with Jack and see how the traffic is doing.
I hope you have allowed a little extra time to get to work today. There's a lot of road work occurring. I-94 is down to one lane and traffic is barely moving. The alternate routes aren't much better. Not much to do except stay cool and expect a little extra driving time.
Thanks, Jack. It looks like it's going to be a long drive to work today.
Roadwork areas can be confusing to the motorist unaware of the different types of roadwork. However, there is one symbol that will always warn you that roadwork is ahead. The warning symbol is the color orange. The color orange on signs, work vehicles, cones, or lights will always alert you that there is roadwork ahead. Whenever you see orange, you should be prepared to encounter some sort of roadwork and be ready to slow down or stop. Failure to exercise appropriate caution in these roadwork areas can result in injury or even death. The federal government estimates that there are over 800 fatalities per year in roadwork areas. It is commonly believed that road workers are the ones most at risk. However, experts estimate 75% of these fatalities are motorists. This program will test your Orange IQ. It will test your driving reaction skills, as well as give you helpful hints on what to expect at the different types of roadwork areas. Throughout the test, you can keep track of your points, and at the end, you'll be able to determine your Orange IQ. If you have your pen and paper ready, let's take a look at our first roadwork area. Roadwork often occurs on freeways where one or more of the lanes must be closed. Sometimes the work requires road workers to be very close to the traffic lane, and it is not unusual to find the lanes narrowed. Drivers encountering these work areas need to slow down and to find out which lanes will be closed. A series of important signs precede each work area. Each sign will give you more details about what to expect and tell you how you need to respond. The Roadwork Ahead sign is your first clue to the presence of roadwork. The best response to the Roadwork Ahead sign is to reduce your speed. The second sign is the Lane Closed sign. If you are in a lane that is closing, move to the open lane as soon as a safe lane change is possible. The lane will be closing soon after you see this third set of signs. A truck is parked before the work area. This truck serves as a barrier to protect the workers. You should exercise extreme caution in this area since this truck will reduce your ability to see the road workers very far in advance. Now let's take a drive through a freeway work area to test your Orange IQ. You have already reduced your speed. What should you do now? A. Change lanes now. B. Signal and prepare to change lanes. C. Continue driving at a reasonable speed. D. Stop. Signaling and preparing to change lanes is correct. If you selected B, give yourself 10 points. Now let's continue. What is the correct driver action in this situation? A. Continue driving at a reduced work zone speed. B. Release accelerator and lightly brake. C. Brake hard and sound horn. D. Accelerate to beat the worker to point of conflict. By releasing the accelerator and lightly braking, we gained a few precious seconds and feet. This will also alert the drivers to your rear that a dangerous situation is present. If the worker had entered the lane, the time and distance saved by your correct action would have made the difference between a near miss or an accident. Give yourself 10 points if you answered B. When a lane is closed on a regular highway, a flagger directs traffic to the open lane. Workers will set up 3 signs just prior to the work area to let you know a lane will be closed. The first sign is the same as our previous example. The second sign tells you what to expect. Depending on traffic conditions, you may be forced to slow or stop before you see the flagger ahead sign or the flagger. You should stay in your lane until the flagger directs you into the open lane. The flagger is a traffic control person and must be obeyed. When driving through a one-way area on a highway that is under repair, never assume that other drivers won't be heading towards you. For example, a driver might enter the area from a driveway or intersection, as we see in this simulation, and head the wrong way. As with all work zones, be alert for workers entering your lane. Remember to move back to the right lane as soon as you clear the work zone. Let's look at this from the driver's point of view and test your orange IQ. What is your response to this situation? A. Brake and be prepared to stop. B. Cover the brake. C. Move to the left to see what's happening. D. Pass the slowing vehicle on the right. Add 10 points to your score for answering A. Brake lights are a key warning both to you and the driver behind you. Now let's see if you can predict what the driver of the car should do in this scene. The correct driver action in this situation is to A. Hold your speed and lane position. B. Stop your vehicle. C. Sound your horn. D. Slow and move to the right when conditions permit. The worker should stop before he enters your lane, but you should always slow down whenever a worker gets close to your lane of traffic. Add 10 points for answer D. The first 2 work zones we looked at were at fixed locations on the road, and this made it possible to have warning signs well in advance of the work area. In mobile work areas, however, it is more difficult to alert drivers. In order to alert drivers to the moving work area, the signs are replaced with a moving shadow vehicle with warning signs and flashing lights. This shadow vehicle follows the workers and work vehicle. Both the work and shadow vehicles move along at very slow speeds and often stop. It is up to you to determine when you can safely pass this moving work area. Let's drive through a mobile work area. In response to this situation, you should A. Resume posted speed limit. B. Maintain reduced speed. C. Pull to the shoulder and stop. D. Drop back and let the truck pass. Answer B gives you an additional 10 points. You should anticipate workers near the next vehicle and maintain a reduced speed. In this situation, the correct response is to A. Resume posted speed limit. B. Maintain reduced speed. C. Pull to the shoulder and stop. D. None of the above. Your speed should already have been reduced as you approached the work area. Add 10 points to your score for answer B. Perhaps one of the most difficult type of road work to handle is when road painting is being done. The painting trucks are very large and travel at about 10 miles per hour. Following the painting truck is a shadow vehicle. The shadow vehicle serves two purposes in this situation. The first purpose is to allow time for the paint to dry before anyone drives over it. The second purpose is the same as the other work areas. It protects the workers in the paint truck. Often there will be a long line of vehicles waiting for a safe opportunity to pass. That line can hide both the painting and shadow trucks. When the pavement markings are being painted, the shadow and work vehicle should be handled as a unit. If you cut in between the shadow and work vehicle, the paint will be marred and splatter onto your vehicle. Remember, the painter takes up more than one lane. Unless there are signs telling you otherwise, pass the shadow and painting vehicle on the left. Let's see how you do here as you come up behind a painting truck. The correct driver action in this situation is to A. Prepare to pass both vehicles. B. Wait till they turn off. C. Pass the first vehicle only. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. When the conditions are safe, you should pass both vehicles at one time. Give yourself 10 points if you selected answer A. Now we'll look at a different painting operation. See if you can determine the correct response. In response to this situation, you should A. Stay in your lane, the painting truck is just ahead. B. Move to the right and pass both vehicles. C. Drop back and fall in behind the shadow vehicle. D. Sound your horn and prepare to pass. Sometimes painting operations require that you pass on the right. Add 10 points to your score if you selected B. Passing on the right requires extra care on your part to determine the safe time to pass. Watch out for loose or low shoulders, signs, bridges, and for other obstructions. One operation that doesn't use signs or a shadow vehicle is road ditch mowing. Mowing tractors will have flashers and slow-moving vehicle signs to help you see them. Mowing operations may require that the tractor occupy part of the traffic lane. Even if the tractor is well off the road, don't assume it will stay there. It often needs to veer around obstacles in the ditch. This is why it's important to leave extra room when you pass. Now let's see if you know how to respond to mowing operations. The correct driver action in this situation is to A. Slow and wait for the tractor to clear the signpost. B. Prepare to pass the tractor without leaving your lane. C. Prepare to pass the tractor by using the left lane. D. Speed up to pass the tractor before it reaches the signpost. As long as the left lane is clear, moving over is the best choice. If the left lane was not clear, you should wait to pass until the left lane is clear. Answer C gives you an additional 10 points. Now we'll look at meeting a tractor and mower. In response to this situation, the correct action is A. Slow and move to the right. B. Speed up to separate the conflicts. C. Hold your speed and lane position. D. Brake hard. Add 10 points to your score for answer A. Just because a tractor is not on your side of the road, it doesn't mean you should ignore them. If you knew the driver in the other car would slow and follow the tractor until it was safe to pass, you wouldn't need to do anything. But anytime you are around road work, reducing speed and being prepared for the unexpected is the safest response. Another type of work done on roads is surveying. Survey workers are responsible for mapping out plans for future road construction or repair. When you see a "Survey Work Ahead" sign, you should reduce speed and be ready to change lanes to avoid the workers. There will usually be at least one worker in the vicinity of the survey truck. Other members of the crew may be up to 1/2 mile from the truck. They may be on the side of the road or even on the center line. These workers are not protected by signs or a shadow vehicle. However, they will be wearing orange vests so you can see them better. Let's look at this from the driver's point of view and test your orange IQ. You see the survey crew just ahead of the orange van. You should A. Maintain your speed. B. Further reduce speed. C. Sound your horn. D. Stop and wait for the road to clear. Give yourself 10 points if you selected answer B. If the left lane would have been clear, you could have moved to that lane to give the workers more room. Remember, a person on foot can accidentally move into your lane of traffic much faster than you can react in a car to avoid them if you are going too fast. In response to this situation, you should A. Speed up and pass on left. B. Speed up and pass on right. C. Sound your horn. D. Further reduce speed. Anytime you enter a survey work area, you should expect other workers down the road. Always slow down for these workers and give them room. The correct answer is to further reduce speed. Give yourself 10 points if you selected answer D. This concludes the orange IQ test. How did you do? A perfect score is 120. You should have noticed some similarities in all of the situations you just viewed. Whenever you saw orange signs, vehicles, or workers, you should have prepared to slow down or stop, prepared to change lanes, prepared for the unexpected. If you remember and practice these 3 guidelines, you should be ready to drive through roadwork areas with minimal delays or irritations and with the greatest safety for the road workers and you.